Okay, here we have a 1977 Liberty. This home has been replumbed with PEX almost entirely. A little bit hasn't been. All new windows have been put in about in the last 5 years, or about 5 years ago. You put an interesting lip up on top to seal those. Has a couple places that the screws need to be changed on the bottom. That's pretty common. You put slightly longer screws in, but the metal work on it's in pretty decent shape. A couple of dings and dents on it. Structurally, it's a good house. Has a nice heavy steel front door with a big slider. This house comes with a wood stove and the furniture. It does not come with. They're changing the washer and dryer to a different one, and the personal effects come out. But the rug in here stays. The other furniture stays. Pretty much other than personal effects, everything's going to be just the way it is. Now it is a low ceilinged home. You can see there, barely taller than the doorway. It does have drywall, not everywhere. This stuff back behind here is paneling, but it's drywall on the ceiling. They've added some drywall over there on that wall. Haven't finished it yet. The kitchen has been partially redone, if you can see it past all this. They've got additional of this oak flooring in here. It's not in perfect shape, but they've got more. The kitchen's actually a pretty decent kitchen. Nice sink and faucet, nice dishwasher, lots of counter space, lots of storage. Obviously what happened is they moved out into the house next door, and some of the stuff. The fridge is still running. Right now it's running. We've got some issues back here. We had a little water leak back in there, and so that needs fixed. It does have a very, very slight smell of mildew. Not much in the fridge, but it's running. It smells decent. It's got lots of storage around the fridge. This is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It does have a air conditioner here, and the bedrooms are at each end. So I'll take you to the front one here first. Needs things like trim work around the edge and trim work around the doors. This is a spot right here that I don't even know how to say that. What this needs is cut and just put a seam right across there, because this is, you push it down, it's like it's swelled up just a little bit. Over here he's got some, this is drywall, and then here there's some folding doors that he had. These doors cover over the regular closet, which is kind of ingenious. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to verify this, but I think these are real wood blinds, as in actual real wood blinds. These aren't the cheap plastic ones. I'll verify that. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Doors are evidently not opening. Well, I can't tell you if there's any damage to that back of that door, because the door is being held up by this little piece of shelving there. But you can see it does need some trim work and little stuff. It's completely livable. I mean, it could be, when I say that, I mean it's livable. In less time that you can get it set up, you can fix the various things wrong with it. He did say that the furnace doesn't work, and they use the wood stove. So, and the water heater in it is about 5 years old. So the plumbing is PEX. The water heater is 5 years old. This back door's been replaced. He could use some trim and cleaned up stuff around there, but it's a steel door with good set. In the bedroom, or the bathroom, there is a spot here by the toilet but the floor needs fixed because it just does. And then there's a spot over there by the shower that actually has a little mushroom growing there, a little fungus. It doesn't smell really bad like mildew in here, but you can smell it a little bit. It does need a little bit of TLC in this area, but it's not bad. Kind of a shallow sink, but interesting. This area over here, well, you can see the PEX down there. I'm not sure what that area was. I really don't know. Unless there was something of a different sized bathroom or something. But there's the shower. There doesn't seem to be any roof leaks anywhere that I've seen. The toilet's been replaced. It's a elongated, newer toilet. Somebody changed the wall switches there. So this is the kind of thing you need at the other one to take that swollen thing, the raised swollen piece out. Overhead lights, which was a heck of an upgrade for Liberty. They didn't usually put those in. And again, adjustable. It looks like that's a dimming light switch. I don't know that it is, but I suspect it is. This side's missing closet doors. There's a water heater back there. Again, double pane windows are 5 years old. They're all custom right sized. Around this door, we got some little nicks in the door there. And trim work needs to be redone. There's an electrical panel, but it's missing the cover over it. Or not the cover, but some kind of wood cover over something there. Yeah, a little bit of trim work. Here's trim work that needs to be done around the door. The washer and dryer here don't go with it, but there will come a washer dryer for it that will go into it. We have to change them out for the ones in their other one. And there's another spot on the floor where they didn't line up, or they did something, but put another splice piece across there. A little bit of missing trim around things. Here's a missing trim piece there, missing little trim piece there. Stove has had a little bit of moisture. They did seal the roof with 7-year snow leak about 5 years ago, so that should be good, but evidently it's leaking a little bit around that. We got a little bit down onto the stove itself. Get some little bit of rust going there. They didn't trim around those windows. But the trim work in here and the little bit of over there, the little bit of stuff that needs to be redone, the drywall and stuff, I mean, that could be done in a few days. And when you're done, you got a big house. Or not, I'm sorry, not a big house, a very livable house with, I was saying, a big kitchen. Here's the, sorry, I'm trying to get these closed. Here's the kitchen cabinets. They have been replaced. These are not originals. You got storage above the refrigerator, pantry there, place for the stove there. There isn't a fan there. There needs to be one. Lots of lights, nice lights. Two different tones of, you got a butcher block covered top there, and you got a different one over here. But all told, a little bit of trim work and a little drywall stuff, and this would make a very nice house. And he changed the light switches there. That's a new box there, but he didn't put the end. I'll walk around the outside real quick so you've got that. Some loose screws on the bottom. Just need some slightly longer ones to go back in because they probably wicked enough moisture in over the years that they made little tiny rust or rot spots there's your HUD tag, in the bottom of the wood there, and then they pop out. There's a spot that needs some too. A spot right there where it's popped out. So that's an hour or two to fix that. There's a stovepipe up there. You can see that's a nice triple wall tall stovepipe. Not super fond of the flashing he did, but it's utilitarian, but it is, he did a good workmanship job on it. You could always repaint it. It's got a little ding up here where it looks like when somebody moved it, they clobbered it a little bit. And there's some more bottoms that popped out. See, what happens is these get wet over the years, and then they wick water in, and then they pop out. So what you do is you put ones in that are another ½ an inch longer, and then they stay. They did some sealing right over there. Could use new paint on the outside, but it's serviceable just the way it is. It looks like about a 14 by probably 52, but I'm just guessing at that. It might be smaller than a 14 by 52, but I would guess it's about that size. I'd have to check the title on it. All right, so that's this house. Thank you much.